First of all, the big changes is obviously the car's look, okay? In terms of exterior and the interior, it has been changed a lot, okay? And I like the changes of this car because they made it so professional, and this would be a proper facelift, okay? And this car competes with the 5 Series facelift and also the Volvo S90, okay? So what's the difference between the previous model? Obviously, the new lights, the multi-beam LED, which looks so good, and it's wider, lower, and it looks a bit sportier than the regular model. And the grills in the regular previous leaf look so boring, and the new one is the A-shaped grill. So the rear one, the rear lights, is now been extended to the boot lid compared to the previous model, okay? And the interior, you have a new tech, okay, which is the MBUX system compared to the previous with command online interface, and you have a small touchpad, okay? The new steering wheel as well, which looks so good for the car, and it really appeals to the E-Class cabin. And then active touchpad, which has the multi-finger gesture, and the touchscreen, it's now fully capable of touchscreen. And they ditched the old command online, which it's very hard to use, and you have the Hey Mercedes sound. And also in terms of comfort, they also improved with the seats. And then you also have the energizing packages, which is new to the edition, and we have energizing seat kinetics, which will ensure our body to be relaxed. And in terms of powertrain, okay, plug-in hybrid and electrified petrol and diesel engine is available. Safety and assistance, they have been improved, and we also have the new generation driving assistant package, which consists active distance assist distronic and active stop and go cruise control function, okay, which is really helpful our Malaysian market, and active steering assist. And we also have new parking package, which is automatic, so it's really ease of mind. And urban guard vehicle protection, which is new as well. And another stuff is we also have the upgraded exterior design that I explained before, okay? New comfort features, which will be really helpful for our Malaysian market, and hopefully they will brought into our Malaysian spec, because this is a very important safety aspect. And now coming to the main point, is this car good looking? Yes, it's good looking, but the rear lights is quite a different approach, because Mercedes-Benz, they have never done that before, but now they're just making the whole tradition to come back to their cars. And the sharp LED lights, which look so good, this is the new design language of Mercedes. We have seen that in the C-Class, S-Class, and now it's in the edition. And yes, this side intakes will be lower, and it also gives drag coefficients lower than the previous lifted model, okay? And why? It keeps very sporty appeal, okay? And this round they have improved in terms of trim selections, the new wheel designs, the exterior is kind of uplifted compared to the previous model. And speaking of the silhouette and the other stuff, it's the same stuff, because this car is heavily based on the W213 E-Class, so there's no changes. This is not the all new model, and we can't expect that because it's just a facelift. And the rear end is the mostly changed part, because now it has been connected to the boot lid. At the first time it doesn't grow on me, but now it kind of grows because it looks so good. And also we also retain the chrome lines, and then the very sharp and steady look of the car. So it's a really good family sedan, and it also occupies practicality as well. So obviously the E-Class is also always named for practicality, and here is the example of it, okay? And now moving to the interior, it also has been upgraded. It's a small upgrade, but it makes a big leap ahead compared to the previous lifted model, especially the thinner touchpad and the new body trims, the new interior trims, the new steering wheel, and the MBUX system makes the car even more upmarket. And yes, I feel that too, okay? And comparing this within the 5 Series, I think both 3 of them, it's really good competitors and highly competitive, okay? This car was launched back in 2020, but we get a 1 year ahead because this is a CKD model, and because of this COVID issue and the chip shortage, it may take some long time. but at least they give some teaser in Instagram. Okay, so yes, it's a really nice car. And one sad part for the car is hopefully in Malaysian market they don't come with a black color interior. Hopefully they'll come with this kind of mocha brown color, which looks so good for the car and it looks so luxurious. And the rear seats, they are very active. And this is the specifications. Okay, the pricing is there for you, and yeah, the pricing is really good. Okay, so the specs, we have two specs for the beginning stage, which is the E200 Avantgarde and the E300 AMG line, which was being leaked by Webcar. Okay, so the E200 priced at 326,000 ringgit, which is lesser than the 530E, and the E300 is 375, which is lesser than the 530i. Okay, the differences you can see here, the multi-beam LEDs, obviously you pay extra, you get multi-beam and adaptive high beam assist. Okay, agility control suspension, Avantgarde interior, and AMG line interior, 19-inch AMG alloy wheels, AMG line exterior pack, adaptive high beam assist plus, while the E200 gets adaptive high beam assist. Okay, 18-inch rims for the E200, thermotic auto climate control, which is 2-zone climate control, and thermotronic, which is 3-zone climate control. Okay, live traffic information, that's really good. Okay, just like your race, it gives live traffic information for the MBUX, Mercedes-Benz Connect. Okay, MBUX with Android Auto in the E200 and in the E300 as well. Okay, active parking assist for the E200, that's really good. That's a very good move. AEB, BSN, and tire pressure warning system for the E200, which is very less. Okay, which is quite less. But at least they have the AEB, because if they brought in expensive systems, for example, autonomous driving, really costs so high, so they need to cap for the market price. And we also have a tire pressure monitoring system, while the E300 comes with a master sound system, wireless charging, ACC, LKA. This is the additional stuff carried over the E200. Okay, so most probably carried over the E200. Okay, so most probably the E300 will be looking like this. Okay, which will be exact spec. I think there's a panoramic roof, and while the E200, which is okay, this is the other country spec, which is so good. Okay, so frankly, kind of yeah, it doesn't suit my taste because I'm a youngster. If it's your new perspective, then I think it changed a bit, because the E200 and the E300 really carries a look of the E-Class. Okay, but obviously for many people, the look of the E-Class should be normal, should be calm, should be traditional, and you just go for the E200. While if you need sportiness together with a big engine, go for the E300. Okay, in terms of the engines, the E200 comes with 184 horsepower and 300 Nm of torque, and the E300 is updated to have 258 horsepower and 370 Nm of torque. So yes, for the E200, the power may sound low, but it's okay, it's still acceptable, because it's a 2-liter turbo engine, and the E300 still have a 2-liter turbo engine, which has more higher outputs, and while the E200 carries much lower output. Okay, obviously if you pay more, you get 258 horsepower. If you pay less, you get 184 horsepower. Okay, and yes, there's a lot of competition for this car and expecting to be launched. Okay, when it will be launched, I'm not sure yet.